Hello everyone. It's James again. And today we have a very important topic to talk about. That is how and why the narcissists will blame you for everything if they can. Even if they delete you from planet Earth. And this is a video I've been wanting to make. However, I was working on the young man that was held captive story. And I will be working on a video for that as well today. But I didn't want to put this story off any longer. Because I feel that it's very important. And some people out there might be able to learn from it. And truthfully, this story is deeper than narcissist will blame you for everything. As there are many issues here in this story that revolve around what it's like to be around a narcissist or psychopath. And how and why it could mean the end of your life. Because there are those out there that have said that narcissists or psychopaths don't by and large target special people. And that they just target people that are just there. Just like a wild predator in the jungle would pick their prey item. Simply because it's just a chance happening. The prey ended up being there. And though this can happen with narcissists and psychopaths and other toxic evil people, they by and large love to go after what they call big prey items. Those that have something they never have. Which is a genuine spirit and soul about them. Someone that gives to others with no expectations of getting anything back. Those that share kind words with others. Not to get into the good graces of such people. But because they really mean it genuinely. Because you see, the narcissist has nothing genuine about themselves. Everything is an act and a show. They are only nice to others to manipulate them to get close and into their lives. So they can get or take whatever it is they want to take. But sometimes they take for no reason. Or so it seems. And then when you call them out on their bad behavior, you are now somehow in the wrong. Because you are upset. Or according to them. Speaking loudly. Forget about what they did to you. You are speaking too loudly about it. And if you have looks and talent as well, they will hate you. No matter how kind and giving you are to them. For those of you that don't know who Selena is, I'm sure most of you do. But Selena was a very popular singer that was on the verge of even more success. And she trusted this woman, Yolanda Saldívar, to run her fan club. As the fan club president. And I don't recall how they met. I think it might have been through her fan club if I'm not mistaken. And Selena took a liking to her and brought her onto her team to help out. Likely because Yolanda came on strong on how much she cared about Selena and wanted to do anything she could to help. And coming on board with Selena likely meant decent pay, free clothes, and having experiences she wouldn't likely otherwise have ever had. And if the friendship was genuine on Yolanda's part like it was or appeared to be on Selena's side, I would bet there would have been nothing that Selena wouldn't have done for Yolanda. But even though Yolanda is with a super famous person and friends with and part of her team, that simply wasn't enough for Yolanda. Yolanda started stealing from Selena. Selena was upset when she found out. Because she thought Yolanda was her friend and she trusted her. I mean, she was bringing Yolanda on for a ride of a lifetime. That many people will never experience. And heck, if things got bigger, and Yolanda was actually a decent person doing the right things, it likely would have led to bigger and better roles for Yolanda. But it wasn't enough for Yolanda. And people like this can't help themselves. But it goes deeper than that. You see, narcissists hate when people treat them nicely simply because that's who they are and they aren't trying to get anything from them. Narcissists despise this and see the other person as weak. Because they know what kind of a dirtbag they are. And when they find out that you're not a dirtbag too, it enrages them. And if you are beautiful or handsome and they are not, it's even worse. Do you all remember the story we've talked about here? Regarding the woman that brought her friends on a trip to Mexico. Then when they got there, she was beaten on camera to where she lost her life. And she was just a friend. wanting to bring her friends who didn't have the money she had along for the ride. She appeared to be the best looking out of the bunch. And the one that had the most going for her. You see, narcissists are often portrayed as a strikingly attractive person that is completely concerned with how they look. And this can be the case. But victims of narcissistic abuse can look just as stunning, and narcissist can be the unattractive one. Narcissists come in all shapes and sizes. And even if you have an attractive narcissist around an attractive person with genuine love in their heart, the narcissist will still see fit to hate that person because they will see them as a threat. Because they too are attractive. Because even though narcissists outwardly might have a grandiose high self-esteem, deep down, they feel like crap about themselves. And anything or anyone that makes them feel like crap makes them angry, and they must destroy them. Such as a person that is just as attractive or more attractive than they are. Or someone that is genuine and giving. When the narcissist knows they can never be that way. Well, Yolanda is up for parole this month. And in her statements on why she believes she deserves a second chance, she blamed Selena for the day. She took out her weapon and went bang bang pew pew. She said if Selena didn't talk to her so aggressively it would have never happened. And before all of that she blamed Selena's dad somehow. The truth is that Selena gave her things she would have never had. The most important being a real friendship. And trying to give such a thing to a narcissist is dangerous because they will hate you for it. Giving and giving and giving to someone that resents it. Because they know they deep down inside are evil and would never do the same for someone else. And if they did, it would all be an angle to get some sort of narcissistic outcome. But giving and giving to someone like that is marking you in their eyes for something terrible. And in that we learn something very important from this story. And another completely different story I want to cover here shortly. Be careful how you leave such people. Look. Yolanda was stealing from her. And I know Selena was heartbroken. And likely didn't know how these type of people think or what they are capable of. So she was hoping for the best. Maybe she was stealing because she really needed the money. Maybe she would say she was sorry and quietly walk away. You see, those of us that have dealt with these type of people have a hard time thinking that there are people that are that evil out there. Before getting exposed to this type of information, we think that people are just as caring as we are. And I don't think this is in a way of self-narcissism. I just think it's out of not knowing any better. But what happened with Selena and Yolanda is the very reason why many people in this narcissistic abuse space tell you to not confront the narcissist. Because even if it doesn't end with violence, which it very well could, it might end up with them manipulating you to allow them to still be in your life. Also, they can have another chance to hurt you again. And usually the second time is worse than the first. Meaning, they might steal or treat you badly the first time around. And the second time, they might take your life or bring you to a place where you can so-called accidentally lose your life. Because narcissists will hold it against you that you dared to bring up their wrongdoings to them. And they will make you pay. The problem is, Yolanda chose to get back at Selena by the way of her narcissistic rage. The day that Selena confronted her. No matter what you say to a narcissist or someone that you think might be a narcissist, it will always be your fault. Even if they start to accept fault, they will still find a way to blame you. And confronting them could spell the end of your very life. And lastly, when people say, "Oh, you think that a narcissist picked you because you are special. Haha. You are delusional." Well, it seems like there is news story after news story. Even when it's not someone famous, the victim always seems to have that spark in their eye of genuine love. They seem to be the type to give the shirt off of their back. So whatever special quality the millions of victims of these evil people across the globe have, they truly are or were special. And that was the secret start to the narcissist's anger. But with that being said, please don't confront these people. If Selena would have sent her bodyguards to fire Yolanda, Selena would likely still be here. But I'm sure Selena was hoping there was going to be some sort of reason or answer that Yolanda was going to be able to give that would somehow make sense. But when dealing with these type of evil people, nothing makes sense. Nothing at all. I will leave a link in the box below of the news story regarding Yolanda and her possible parole, and a link to a clip on Selena's channel, so you can see what kind of a person and life this evil monster decided to snuff out. Be careful out there, everyone. Be careful. With that said, I do hope your day is blessed. And until next time, bye for now. And be good to yourself.